June 1st is here, which means finally we get some NFL trades that we have been waiting for months and months and months. And boy, when I tell you, when I say they're here, they are here. And not just that. The voice heard around the world, Alex Monaco, going viral over the New York Knicks, Spurs finals. Who's going to win? We got it all here on Martin and Monaco.
Program is eaten. Martin, let's go.
Dude.
Knicks Spurs, right. We saw it. We cashed it.
Knicks Spurs, we saw that one from the first round, I'd say. Right? I'm pretty sure we had it at the first round, the both of us.
Before the tournament. Bracket was set. 2 cents. Boom.
You were stamping on the Knicks for the entirety of this season, but especially after that game 3. But let's not skip the NFL news of the day, because just a few short months after saying I demand a trade from Cleveland, becoming the highest paid defensive player in the NFL, and then not getting traded, Myles Garrett now is traded. He now is a Los Angeles Ram. The Rams send back Jared Verse, who is a 2-time Pro Bowler. Alex, he's only played 2 years in the NFL. He was defensive rookie of the year in his first year. But he goes to Cleveland now. Cleveland gets a cavalcade of picks, 27 first, 28 second, 29 third. Who won?
The Rams won again. The blockbuster Rams, the big swinging heavyweight, we go for it. L.A. Rams, Les Snead, take a bow. I mean, Howie is fortunate on a June 1st Monday, Martin, that we're talking about a great trade and not a unbelievable value swoop by the Patriots on the other side of the bracket. But just look at this on paper. You see it in Vegas. Not very often a non-skill position player moves the betting market. We just saw it, my man. What's your reaction? Because I think it is a massive play. It takes you just a couple of years back to Aaron Donald. Now you have staple pieces at integral spots on both sides of the ball, and you have a guy that has now take essentially his talent to match it with competency, and that's just not a stray of the Browns. But I just can't wait to see it because you don't get it often in sports.
I just think fascinating what the Rams do and the way that they maneuver and manipulate the draft. It is not,
well said.
They say F those picks, right? That's the kind of the refrain, F those picks. I disagree. I don't think that's not how they look at it. Bill Belichick used to do this all the time when he was at the height of his powers. Would trade back from 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, back into the first early in the second round with one of those teams that was, he used to do with Jacksonville all the time, it felt, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why he said he did that was because to maximize the opportunities. The draft is a crapshoot, more or less. And it's like the chances that I hit sevens on this roll may not happen. The Rams trade these picks for proven commodities. A down year from Myles Garrett will be 15 sacks, 20 sacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, a down year from Myles Garrett will be that. So I love the move from the Rams' point of view, especially because I think you had to have this in perspective when you draft Ty Simpson in the first round. If you're moving with the attitude and the energy that we're never going to be this high again in the draft, right? We're never going to be this high. The only reason we are this high is because we traded a different pick and got this high.
Sure.
So that's the way I think I'm looking at this. I think they have figured something out. They do not value, clearly, the fifth-year option on rookie players. And I think this is it's an inefficiency that I think they're capitalizing on.
Well, Martin, also, isn't it a friendly reminder this is a winner-take-all league and a new start every calendar year? This is not like the NBA. You can build up assets, OKC, brick by brick, et cetera, et cetera. You can, of course. I'm not saying you can't, but when you have an upper division quarterback who's not clearly playing the course for much longer in Stafford, you have to continue to go for it. This is also, I don't want to say a tumultuous move in the first round going with, of course, the Alabama quarterback, Ty. But you go that, you maybe Ruffle feathers with Matty's staff. Now you go out, you get Garrett, you remind him, oh, no, actually, no. We are going for it again, right now, right here, right now. And, to show the locker room, too, not nothing. Let's not act like versus not nothing. I mean, is he a top 10 pass rusher to me in the NFL going into next year? I'd say he's in the conversation. So it's a big move also, but it's also reassurance to the veterans in the locker room. What say you? That, yeah, dude, we're going all in. We were right there. The Super Bowl was against the Seahawks. We lost it. Now maybe he makes a play that otherwise a Myles Garrett would not in that Sam Darnold moment, yada, yada.
And it does inform, I think, what the Rams strategy has been. They said we have a long-term plan and a short-term plan. We want to win now and in the future. And think about what they gave up for Matthew Stafford. Right? And that was including a quarterback that had been to a conference championship game, won a conference championship game, right? Going to the Super Bowl. Good point,
yeah.
Right? So that's in Jared
Not
Goff.
afraid to lose talent from even better talent.
Exactly, bro. They're not afraid to upgrade from steak frites to filet mignon. You know what I'm saying? They're not afraid to go to that next step, right? And I think that's why you end up seeing in this fascinating strategy, and I think it's amazing.
I like it.
All right, let's go ahead to the worst kept secret in the NFL, A.J. Brown, now a New England Patriot. The compensation for this one, was it just a 2028 first-round pick?
Ian, that's what it looks like, right?
There was a fifth rounder involved as well. I think it's whichever of the Patriots' fifth rounders is higher. I'm not sure which year.
That's what the hang up was, I imagine. That's why this trade didn't break at 12:01 June 1st, as this was the worst kept secret in the NFL, save Mike Vrabel's personal habits. So with A.J. Brown going to rejoin his old coach,
yeah,
and Jalen Hurts losing A.J. Brown as a weapon on the outside, which situation, dive in, you pick. Where do you want to go first?
Gosh, it is so juicy to go Philly first with the trauma, because it's all this time, all this winning, this guy is just in the headlines. I want to throw it to you. I mean, he's gone now. It's cool. You go real quick on the AFC Patriots side. Okay, a Diggs for Brown, a veteran for a veteran, hopefully a little bit of an upgrade as an adult in the room. But yes, the throwback story's cool. But I got to go juicy side first, man. What do you think? What does this mean for Philly? Like, is this just less noise now entirely? Because Saquon's not a talker. Hurts is not a talker, and Smith is clearly an introvert, man. So, yeah, I could go all day there.
I think it's fascinating. I think that you run – so I'm reminded of – I'll go back, and he's actually in the news today, but I remember vividly Odell Beckham Jr. in his rookie year essentially saying, like – or second year essentially saying, like, Eli Manning is not that good, right? Like, I'm paraphrasing, but it was like – it's not happening. And Eli at that point was in his late 30s. He's old. He's not nearly the guy. Like, prime Eli is a long time ago.
Right.
And you remember Ben McAdoo ended up getting fired from the Giants, I'm convinced, because of the way he benched Eli Manning, right? Because he benched him for Tyrod Taylor, right? He ended up benching him in the second half. There becomes real problems, I think, when the people that are telling the truth are then removed instead of addressing what the problem is.
That is a bar. Tell it to him twice.
Like,
put it on a bumper
when
sticker.
You are like, I'm not saying that A.J. Brown had the best way about it, right? However, he is yelling, "The house is on fire. The house is on fire." And instead of putting out the fire, you traded the guy yelling, "The house is on fire."
Hopefully not that decorative bookcase behind you, but yeah, right? Back to you.
I understand. I think that they really missed a window. They should have traded him at the trade deadline last year, because then you would gone out and actually had games. There's less of, honestly, it's weirdly less of a distraction because there's games to be played now, and now Smitty's the one, and we're not even talking about where A.J. Brown, we're talking about how he fits in on his new team. But I just think the Eagles ignoring the truth, because that is true. The Eagles' passing game needs work. It needs improvement. It needs a little diversity
wide receiver
over the middle.
First round to trade him out. So, I mean, is it a swap to you? They don't, they get a chance at less noise. It may be the similar talent and not pick up a drop-off.
It could be. I will say this. a guy who was a prominent receiver in the National Football League for over 10 years and works in the media space told me in confidence that he would not draft Mekhi Lemon with your draft pick. He was like, and he out of nowhere. This is before the draft. I was like, hey, what guys you like, what guys you don't like, and he's like, I would not touch Mekhi Lemon with a 10-foot pole.
Oh, and tapped in and down the street on the 110. Let's go inside sauce.
So we'll see how it plays out. I liked Mekhi Lemon in college. I know our producer Ian, a big fan of Mekhi Lemon in college, as a USC
Playmaker
guy.
upside for sure. Playmaker ability.
No, I saw him play in high school. I thought he was special.
What if it's noise for noise? Oh boy, that'd be exhausting.
That'd be hilarious.
Maybe that's the subtext from your boy we won't name.
I will say quickly on the Patriots part of it, what a move.
Great move. Great.
What a move.
Great.
What a move.
Great. He's a top 10 receiver, is he not? It's a hard time finding 10 dudes better than A.J. Brown when you just get down to ball, Martin.
We've seen it time and time again. Rookie or young quarterback, established receiver. Think about the jump Josh Allen took. Think about, there's several different guys you could say, like, get this guy somebody, a true guy who can win one-on-one, and we're going to be in good shape. Now, all right. I appreciate you, Alex, for taking your time to lower your celebrity for just a moment as we got through the trades of the NFL, because you right now, my friend, are the hottest thing coming out of New York.
Look behind me! See behind me! For the first time since 1999, it's a go! New York, go! It's pandemonium! It's euphoria! It's nothing but New York joy! Oh, what a time to be in New York City! Bill! Back to you!
Is you and that Patrick Ewing commercial.
You're hilarious. Yeah, man. Did not think I'd be waking up to a get up essentially text before I was physically up. But yeah, man, it was pretty cool. I was obviously from the heart. Got half my family from New York. Grew up with the 90s Knicks as well. So special ride all the way through on the network. Got to MSG a year before Brunson, so got to see this brick by brick. And just 5 years of passion plus a whole lineage in New York and my family into that one. But, yeah, appreciate the love on the show, man. It was a great moment. Radio City, by the way, first time I've ever been. Special spot, special stage. Was also trying to honor that side as well and do it justice to a great all-time New York venue.
I will say that clip was great, both with the volume on and the volume off. That was my favorite.
It's so funny, man. I got the sideways clip too, and it's like I was talking to someone about like if you were to talk about traditional broadcasting and what I didn't do correct, I did about everything incorrect. I mean, I'm moving my feet like I got a gosh darn whistle and a coach in front of me doing wind sprints. But yeah, it was just pure emotion. That's just the Italian in me. What can I say?
You definitely did not stay on your ex. No chance. No chance.
Shot, man.
Did you stay on your ex? You were doing quick feet like you were doing up downs.
Oh
in
my
football.
gosh, man! I mean, we broke a sweat like we got Shamit minutes in that one. I mean, it was
But
wild.
I think
but
you
yeah,
did,
thank you.
At least from what I can tell, did reflect the energy of the fans in the building. Like it seemed like everybody was losing their freaking minds.
Oh, man. I mean, it was unbelievable. We had Spree in there, Larry Johnson, a couple other guys. It was just a special moment. I mean, again, those watch parties, boys, are only $10 to get in. So you got to think about New York faithful Knicks fans. Instead of going to the Garden for a home game, that's, now that we're seeing a home in San Antonio or Oklahoma City, pending the zip code. You can go to a watch party and get raw, die-hard fans for $10. First come, first serve. So, actually, yeah, shout out my cousin. Had my cousin come and his pops on a whim because he just was the first 5,900 to get on Radio City. So it just depends, but yeah, essentially $10 to get in. So all in Knicks faithful put a button on it from your observation there,
Alex. When you the part when you at the very end you were like pure New York joy, and then turned with the mic, and then you could hear the crowd what they were doing. They were doing the go New York, go New York, go. That was so good.
That was like,
I don't care about the broadcast rules.
That was
crushed that segment. That was perfect.
Thanks, man. That was lucky timing.
I did think it was in Madison Square Garden, so the imaging around us right now is going to say Madison Square Garden, not Radio City, so that's on me. But well done,
man.
Well done, sir.
Well, here's what's wild is I got to go. The coolest part was I got to go on Levitard the next day out of nowhere because I know one of the people on the show, and they were and Dan propped me up to tell me why I was better than Jeremy, who's on the show. And I'm just waking up not knowing the vibe of what I'm walking right into to speak on it. He's like, yeah, and so why are you better than this man who's standing right now? Yeah, but it was a great moment, man. I mean, the coolest part of all was the Knicks freaking used my voice in the championship post the next day. I was like, no
awesome.
way, dude. That's cooler than all of it. But yeah, man, very fortunate to get that shout out to your observation, Ian, of the crowd. I laid out right at the right time where they hopped in. It was just kind of lucky, real lucky.
Well, the Knicks were anything but lucky, and I actually looked this up.
Let's go. Let's talk some ball.
Game 4. No, it was game 3. Donovan Mitchell was shooting a free throw in the first quarter. It was the loudest boos. It's like, I forgot where the game was being played for a second. I looked it up, and it was actually cheaper to fly to Cleveland, stay in a 5-star hotel, and buy a ticket to the game than it was for nosebleeds in Madison Square Garden.
5 stars.
Like, it's literally insanity. But that's the Eastern Conference side of things. We do have to take a moment and pour one out for the Oklahoma City Thunder, and specifically one 7-footer from Minnesota who said his favorite food was oxtail. Ironically enough, he played like ox ass.
Man, did the Spurs pull off an unbelievable Game 7 on the road, man. I mean, this big 3, Martin, it's almost a hot take, but is it really to say that these 3 guys could be top 10, all 3 of them? All 3 of them. I already tweeted out Castle. I'm already on record. Castle in 1 year is going to be in the conversation for top 10 players. Just because of his two-way ability. People forget his coverage on SGA. You saw the numbers. Biggest drop-offs for MVPs, yada, yada, since, 56. It was stifling defense. But they are 7 deep. I mean, if it wasn't Keldon Johnson to rip 2 shots to start the 4th, it would have been somebody else, and that's just what they are on a game where Wemby doesn't dominate the headline.
It's not only that they're 7, excuse me. Let's catch that. It's not only that they're 7 deep, they have 7 starters.
Well said.
Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, OKC is deep.
Yeah.
OKC is deep, right? But they have like 8 guys, 9 guys that can play. But Spurs are a little less deep. But Dylan Harper is a starter that comes off the bench, and Keldon Johnson is a starter that comes off the bench. Both of those guys would have started for the Lakers this year.
No question.
Like both those guys would have started for the Lakers this year. And I'm watching Dylan Harper, and I'm with you on, especially if Steph Castle can be a 38% three-point shooter.
Oh, yeah. Wait till he shoots. I mean, he just imposes his will, and so does Dylan Harper. It's like these 2 dudes don't even have their J yet. Wait till they're 25. It's just, this is such a riveting series because it's upper 20s versus under 20s, and I always lean grown man strength, baby. But it is a great moment for the youngins on campus because how do you not look at the Chet scenario? And he better tell everybody in the locker room with conviction, my bad, own it, eat it, get better, let's get tighter from it. Obviously, Williams didn't play. Jalen Williams plays. I'm agreement with him. It's a different series. Also, Mitchell out. That's big. Fox missed a couple of games, but 2 guys of their top 6, that's not nothing. One of them being a big 3, that's not nothing. So it's like, it's a little bit of an asterisk L. Spurs took advantage. I would have taken the Spurs regardless. But, oh, my gosh, what a tip of the cap to Mitch Johnson, who coached a great series as well.
So my thing was, I said this because I was on the air opposite Game 7, and we were, as the final buzzer went off, I said, this is the end of the Thunder. Like this, the window is closed. And if they make, and like, staying put would be a mistake. They have to, and I understand conceptually that, like, Chet Holmgren is good against the 28 other teams. He doesn't have to play the Thunder, and it's the Spurs that are his kryptonite. But I don't care. Like, you can't bring him back and pay him what you're going to pay him when he showed, I don't want the fight. It's one thing to go get beat up. It's another thing to say, I don't want to fight. And he didn't want to fight.
You think that's years to come? You think that's years to come? I mean, I will say, it's to take a step back and go, how did he not rip more than 10 shots once in the series? His most attempts was 10.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's tough to sit back and be like, oh, man, our guy didn't even want to take the attempts.
If I'm telling you this, I'm telling you it's a big 3 for Oklahoma City combined for 36 points in Game 7. Shea had 34. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this Shea had 34. And Dub was on the bench because he was hurt. Now, hurt, whatever, that things happen, right? But that can't be your second best guy. It can't be. And especially because you say, am I thinking about that going forward? Hell yeah. Because you know what? Number one is San Antonio ain't going nowhere.
I mean, are we overreacting? Because SGA said with conviction, it seemed, we need Chet. I haven't got on him like that yet, but I will, he knows what he needs to do and such words. I'm paraphrasing. Did you see that? I mean,
yeah.
He said we need Chet. That's big. That's a big endorsement from your 1A.
I mean, it's true they did need him, but they wasn't coming. He didn't show up. I'm looking at Game 7, season on the line. I'm looking at a guy who's about to sign a 5-year, $270 million contract, posted on the bench so they can play the other Jalen Williams. Get out of here, bro. Now, with all that being said, I do think the Thunder would have been a worse matchup for the Knicks in the finals. Weirdly enough, if there was a team that should be able to truly combat Victor Wembanyama, I'll put it like this. I don't think there's an answer for Victor Wembanyama.
Tell us.
But if there is, this would be it. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's no stopping. Remember what Bruce Bowen said? There's no stopping Kobe Bryant. I just try to bother him. And I think what would bother Victor Wembanyama quite a bit is if Karl Anthony Towns, to paraphrase Anthony Edwards from a few years ago, doesn't commit those stupid effing fouls, and he's able to space the floor and have Wemby running from rim to three-point line 2-3 times a possession. That's the plan. I don't know if it works, but that's got to be the plan.
Well, there's a lot of things you could throw at him. We did see, obviously, Sochan talk about having intel, and I don't know where it came from, but some along the lines of tiring him out. Being prevalent. And you could throw a lot of different options with these defensive weapons on the Knicks, Martin. I mean, it can get real fun and real funky. OG Anunoby's a fun thought. Obviously, Mitch Rob's a fun thought. Because you got that Caruso-Jokic thing going on a little bit from a couple of years ago as far as OG on Wemby. And as you alluded to, Karl keeps, fouls in hand, and even Cat can be a fun, aggravating defender with his frame. So, yeah, man, as you know, I'm holding the Knicks futures. I got it preseason. I feel great about the Knicks matchup. We saw a couple of sample sizes on the season. We know Wemby was on the NBA Cup pitch count, but the other significant one, he wasn't. We saw sample sizes of the Knicks beating the Spurs, and one of them for a medal. So it's big for the league on a number of occasions. First time we'll see the Cup rematch in the finals, which is awesome. But I lean Knicks for a number of reasons. I won't get my, obviously network bias on with you too much here. but I love the timing, the matchup from a betting lens, just because we like to speak on that on the show. Plus 170 is great value for a team that's going against the Spurs, gentlemen, who for the first time in the NBA Finals, a team will face an opponent for the third consecutive Game 7 that they're off the previous series. Sixers, then the Cavs, now the Spurs. Huge rest advantage for the Knicks. It's got to be a huge factor here.
That took me a second. That took me a second.
It's just their third.
Every opponent that the Knicks play in the next round had 7 games prior.
Exactly. So it's just huge rest advantage. You go game for game. You go minute for minute. You go rest advantage for the Knicks. But you still got to go out and win a game on the road because you start on the road. But yeah, what say you? I'm curious where you're at with this.
I am going with the Spurs here, but it's because I've had the Spurs winning this thing the whole time.
The man is a family member in New York right now.
But for me, it's I've never seen the problem. Wemby is like Lawrence Taylor. Until we develop left tackles, he's gonna be destroying games, and you can't factor it in. Do you know what I'm saying? He is going to be like Wemby is like the first guy to throw a curveball. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like until we figure out what the hell is he doing, like all bets are off for me, and that's where I'm at with him. Even because he has just on the last possession of the game, the last meaningful possession of the game, there were 4 different times that the MVP passed up a shot. Chet, of course, passed up a shot. But then I forget who else. But there's 4 different guys passed up shots because Wemby was just like around them. In a game that they have to shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? They have to score. I don't know how you combat that outside of Karl Anthony Towns having the series of his life. And I am not saying that can't happen. It's just like I'm not putting a ceiling on what I think Victor Wembanyama and his team is capable of.
That's understandable. They're the favorite. Vegas has them as a chalk. You got to lay over 2-1. They got home court.
I think they're too big of favorites, though.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think the makeup of New York from a mindset perspective loves the idea that they're the underdog. That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm reading on my Knicks Twitter algorithm. And I love it too, man. As a value bettor here, all playoffs from a Spurs and Knicks standpoint. Cashing on both sides of the bracket, my friend. I wish you'd come with me on the value side all the way home. Ian, you got a prediction for the show, my man? You want to break the tiebreaker here?
I was about to say to close it out, how about we all give our final prediction, who we have winning, and in how many games. So, I'll start because I want to close it out with you guys. So I'm going to say Knicks in 7. I think it's going to be a 7-game series. I don't know which team will win the finals. So with that information, I'm picking it being 7 games. I think it's going to be close. And it'll be part of Wemby's villain origin story when he loses here.
Oh, I love it. I got Knicks in 6, baby. A fun 7th Avenue staple, Knicks in 6.
I'm going with the Spurs in 7. And there's going to be either game 4 or game 5. And Karl Anthony Towns has 3 fouls on illegal screens. And that's what's going to be what ends up doing in the Knicks. Like, that's what it'll be like. You'll point back to that moment and be like, that last one, he had to come out the game in the second half. They took it on a run. And after that,
Martin, I wish you could get a little... And I tweeted as a joke, but in all seriousness, I wish you could get a little pickup basketball with it here, because this is 4 upper 20s men versus almost everybody in their under 20s, minus Fox. And if you're talking a Saturday morning, the grown men are just going to bang bodies with bigger frames at the end of the day. You got to think that factors in, man. The adult prime bodies, plural, versus the pups is my angle on the series. In addition to experience, let's not forget, OG Anunoby. If we could, if you don't mind, producer Ian, throw an MVP out there as well across the board, because I got OG Anunoby. If I could get you guys to sprinkle little breakfast money on 66-1 because if he does shut Wemby down, he does average close to 20, 6.5 and 3. It's in the conversation, and all of a sudden 66-1 looks delicious.
I can be sold. I can definitely be sold on 66-1 for a guy.
Well, it's a two-way award sometimes, that NBA Finals MVP.
Well, especially too, it's a guy who's gonna start, he's gonna be on the short list, right? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
He's gonna have the ball. Like, Josh Hart's not gonna be the MVP of the final. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a reality because of the way that the whole thing goes. It is interesting though. A quick question on the Western Conference Finals. If in fact the Thunder had won that game, who would you have made the Western Conference Finals MVP?
Well, it would have had to have been SGA, right?
I think that there would have been a real argument. Now, SGA did play the way he played Game 7. I think would have ultimately solidified it for him. But going into that, I think you had a real argument for Caruso, which severely undercut my Josh Hart's not winning the Finals MVP, you know. But yeah, I do think that OG is a great play because Brunson is obviously going to get so much attention, right? And then like OG can find his own outside of the flow, right? He can and he'll go get his own rebounds and stuff like that. I will go with my Finals MVP, Victor Wembanyama.
Oh, he had a long pause, a radio veteran. Let's
Out
go.
on a limb there.
Drew me in. I thought he was going to hit me with a little value, a little
real out on a limb.
Little Dylan Harper, a little crazy, a little first rookie MVP since who? Man, I don't know. Man, that's a good one.
I'll also go out on a huge limb and say Jalen Brunson if the Knicks win it all. All right. Yeah, so who you got? Pretty much who am I? I'm thinking of an NFL player here. I'm going to give you guys clues. Each clue hopefully makes it a little easier as to who I'm talking about. And there are 10 in total. So see how few clues it takes for you guys to get it. No strikes, so just throw out guesses as they come and you'll eventually get it. So first clue. This player was drafted in the first round in the past 10 years.
First rounder in the last 10 years.
All right.
Cam Ward.
Not Cam Ward. Big pool of players to choose from here, though.
Do we guess every round?
I mean,
or you don't have to, but might as well just throw out guesses.
Caleb Williams.
Not Caleb Williams. Next clue for you guys. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler and a 5-time All-Pro.
5-time Pro Bowler and 5-time All-Pro. This boy can ball.
Wow, that's.
Am I Jamar Chase?
Tough.
Not Jamar Chase. Would have been an impressive snipe.
All right. I'll go Justin Jefferson.
That's what to say.
Not Justin Jefferson either. Get both of the LSU receivers out of there. Next clue. He made first-team All-Pro as a rookie, but hasn't done it again since. So all of his other All-Pros were second team.
5 years in the league, first-round pick, and he's now second-team All-Pro. Second-team All-Pro. In the last 5 years. Oh, my gosh. 5-time Pro Bowler, 5-time
I gotta
All-Pro.
guess. I gotta guess.
Go for it.
It's still pretty broad pool right now, but yeah, go for it.
Just in lieu of the topic, trying to get inside the brain of Ian, I'll go A.J. Brown here.
Not A.J. Brown. Would have been very topical, though. Wouldn't make it that easy for you guys.
Not a
There's
terrible
no way
guess,
they
though.
did.
Not a terrible guess, though, because he popped his rookie. He was popped off and then made
you're
the
right,
Pro Bowl
you're
a
right.
few years in a row, but wasn't really
You're right.
All-Pro.
Derek Stingley make the Pro? Was he All-Pro's first year? Was he hurt? I'm going Derek
No,
Stingley.
not Derek Stingley. But he was drafted the same year as Sauce Gardner, and I remember, for that first year, Sauce was the guy, because he was
That's
first-team
true.
All-Pro as a rookie. So that actually, see the thought process. Next clue. He was the runner-up for Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2018.
Defensive Rookie of the Year 2018, so he's been in the
Running
league
up for Defensive Rookie of the Year? Oh, for goodness sakes.
Is this Myles Garrett?
Not Myles Garrett. Another one would have been topical, but no.
Myles
Another
was,
great
I think,
topical
2017.
Yeah.
God, he's been doing it for 7 years. Oh, man, I'm just rapid firing through my head right now.
Oh, I gotta guess.
Man, just to go quick, I'll go, what's his name? McDuffie. Trent McDuffie.
No, not Trent McDuffie. Not a bad guess, though. Martin, did you want to throw out your guess, or do you want another clue?
Has Dexter Lawrence made 5 Pro Bowls?
I don't know. It's not Dexter Lawrence.
Okay.
But again, these are all decent guesses here. Next clue.
18.
He has at least one interception in every full season he's played. So there were some seasons where he didn't play a full year because of injury, and he didn't that year. But every full season, he has at least one interception.
This is brutal.
7 years.
I mean,
5-time All-Pro is something. Like that.
all right. I'm going in the weeds here. I'm going Darius Slay.
Darius Slay.
Darius Slay, I remember he was a 2nd-round pick, Mississippi State, to the Detroit Lions, so I remember that.
I was taking.
All good, though. Keep throwing out guesses. No stress.
Who do I want to say? I had a defensive back in mind. Damn it. 5-time All-Pro.
Want your next
Mika
clue?
Fitzpatrick.
Not Mika Fitzpatrick. Very good guess, though. Next clue.
All right.
He has twice been made the highest paid player at his position in NFL history. 2 separate times he reset the market.
I think I know what this is.
2 separate times? But, like, I got one guy in mind, but I'm like, he doesn't have a pick a season.
Throw it out. Why not?
All right, hold on. If Martin knows, let me throw one.
So where was he? Where would have been the 2nd place?
I'm gonna go.
I think the next clue you guys will maybe get it. So
I just there's certain divisions I'm not going to. Oh my gosh, this is exhausting.
Runner-up Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2017.
2018.
Oh my gosh, man. He is a
Am I Jalen Ramsey?
No, not Jalen Ramsey. These are good guesses though. You'll see. These are good
Because he
guesses.
definitely reset the market with the Rams. And then I was trying to remember. I couldn't remember where he stopped.
All right,
in
I got
between.
a chance to win this right now before this next clue. What? All right, give me like 10, 20 seconds here. I'm gonna go.
Still only the 7th clue, so it's not like it's you're losing.
Oh, this is a gross guess, and I feel like it's wrong. Harrison Smith.
No, not Harrison Smith. Not a bad guess either, though.
Come
I know
on,
I keep
man.
saying that. I know I keep saying that, but these are good guesses. All right, here's the next clue. He played college football at Florida State, where he was an All-American.
And it's not Jalen Ramsey?
It's not Jalen Ramsey.
All-American defensive back from Florida State.
People might forget where he went to college, so maybe that
How are we wigging on this right now?
you will get it with the next clue. So just know
2007,
that.
2018 was that really good Florida State team with Kelvin Benjamin, Jameis Winston.
Oh
No,
my gosh, it's not
No,
Ramsey.
Kelvin Benjamin was.
No,
He's been in the league for.
I'm thinking of
Like,
2013.
he was on the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm wrong. That was college.
I'm in the
I was-
weeds over here, man. I can't even.
This is a tough one. But
Myron Roll. Who's never all-pro.
I can't even think
no.
of a freaking Seminole, man. Unbelievable, dude. They've been so mediocre for so many years.
All right, I'm going to give you the next one here. He's been a team captain for the Chargers every year since 2021.
Derwin James.
Derwin James. There you go. There you go.
Derwin James.
So those were all really good guesses. You were guessing Harrison Smith. You were guessing Minka Fitzpatrick, Jalen Ramsey.
That's not a win.
You were just dancing right around it.
All these
Yeah,
safeties.
you were dancing right around it.
Derwin James.